bad enough. Pumped up, be feeling tough when the crew hits the streets. You
Hey young boy, you're on your own, so lick your wounds and carry on. You've come so far and seen the world, but is that what you really want? 'Cause I'm tired of chasing shelter in the pouring rain, looking for a savior in this endless pain. Life goes up and down, time goes round and round, but when will I be found?
Hello, and welcome to the Christmas Eve edition of the show. Are you there, Dominic?
I'm never here.
Hey, I thought you were going to leave me hanging today, last minute.
Dude, I swear my kids were trashing my house left and right, and I saw the message, it's like, we're live in 5, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, whenever we're trying to get each other's attention, Dominic and I always send each other this meme of a screaming cowboy with our name underneath. Wait, what's that from again?
Oh my gosh. It's, you know what? I cannot remember the name of the song, but he's like featured on this weird track. It's like a very obscure track.
Yeah.
But it's this older gentleman in a cowboy hat just scream singing. It's not even like screaming, it's just like it's so hard to explain. It's
right. I wish
if I can find the video one day, I'll make sure that we all get a chance to listen.
Yeah, it might have to be played live on this show because it's become such an important part of our relationship, I think.
It's so funny, like every time I think about that video, it just cracks me up.
So what do you got on the agenda for today? Anything you want to talk about publicly?
Besides the usual yelling at my kids, we have this yearly thing we do with my brother Matt's house. He's got this like very big, nice house that he owns, and we go there every year. And I'm doing. I think this year I'm doing bacon wrapped stuffed jalapenos.
I like that.
Yeah. So I'm going to I got to do that and prep all that stuff up before, all that goes on. And then I got to get the kids ready. So, it's just going to be madness today as usual. What about you, man? You got anything going on?
Oh yeah. We always go over to my parents-in-law, for like, we do the split, like the Christmas Eve with the parents-in-law. And then, with my parents on Christmas Day, my brother and his kids and everything. So, Christmas as an adult is so different than being a kid. When you're a kid, it's just like hoping that square box under the tree is like Sonic 2, for Genesis, and then
you're just like
disappointed when it's like,
shoes
a book or something.
Yeah, you're like, oh cool, I got shoes. Thank you.
Everyone is saying that I'm low in the chat. Maybe I'm not talking loud enough. Is this any better? Anyone?
Maybe they mean me. Do I sound?
No, apparently I'm low in the chat. I'm registering high on the meters, though.
Don't be low, though, dude. Just be happy. It's okay.
Well, I will push my face into the mic, so if it is louder, let me know if this is better or not.
What I do is I just put it in my mouth when I speak.
Oh, man. So,
have you tried that?
No, we're going to have to figure this out because apparently I am too low.
I'm good today, apparently.
Yeah.
Usually I'm bad. I try to be good.
This is nice. We can get kind of real time. All right, I'm turning my mic up even more.
Yes.
Hello. Do I sound louder to anyone else?
As extreme as you can.
I'll just have to turn you down low so that...
Just yell into the microphone.
So that we both can't be heard at all. And then we'll say it's just the aesthetic of the show.
Yeah, right. You have to just keep turning us up really loud.
Right.
You just have to keep turning it up.
So, right. So we'll just say that, the show is just supposed to be that kind of vaporwave aesthetic where we're just part of the music and part of the environment. So
right. Yeah, just wash it out completely.
Just wash it out, right? It's actually a choice we're making. I don't know if you are not smart enough to figure that out, right? Or something like that.
Right, yeah. If you guys if everybody was more intelligent about, vaporwave, they would understand. That's all it is. Just started insulting our fan base immediately.
Right, that's what we should do. Yeah, so...
just alienate everybody.
Dan is saying it sounds much better, so I hope that's true.
Thanks.
I think you're just dominating with your ultra excellent radio voice.
That's who I am.
Right.
I mean, I do that. That's just who I am. I just dominate everything. What can I do? What can I say?
All right, so should we move on to the next song?
If you'd like, I mean, yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right.
It gives me time. It gives me time to, get all the kinks out with the kids here real quick.
Right. You got the huge lasso ready. Just got to lasso it all up.
Yep, I got that, and I got the punishment cage ready to go.
The punishment cage. Yep.
Yeah.
We keep that to ourselves.
Yeah, I know. I love that joke though. It never gets old.
All right. So up next we have the newest one from Outrunner, Into the Stars, followed by a couple other newer ones that RetroSynth just released. So I will see you, Dom, and everyone else on the other side.
take my hand, our love will last for tonight and forever. We are buffoons sailing to lose on the river of secrets. Come take my hand, our love will last for tonight and forever. When the lights go out and the sun comes down and our eyes they shout, I'm not innocent. When the lights go out and the sun comes down and our eyes they shout, I'm not innocent. We're at home with the heartbreak, but tonight we're alive in eternity. We're at home with the heartbreak, but tonight we're alive in eternity. We're at home with the heartbreak, but tonight we're alive in
That might be, excuse me, that might be my favorite Dark Matter Void song I've heard of anything he's done. So I'm very, very happy to hear that one. You with us, Dominic?
Never.
I thought I had you gone.
Can't get rid of me that easy, friend.
I'm trying to turn off notification sounds. If you guys can hear that, I'm sorry. For some reason, they're off and it keeps coming through. So,
on what the?
No, on various messengers and stuff. But
okay,
we'll figure it out. Yeah.
Just do what I do. Just tell everyone to F off every time.
Never. That's
every
your
time
thing.
somebody messages me, just get real angry with them.
Right. So yeah, this.
How dare you not know about my fledgling YouTube show?
Our fledgling YouTube show, my friend. Oh man. So like I said to you yesterday, this song is perfect, I think, for us to talk over. But if it's too loud, tell us in the chat. It's hard to tell sometimes how the voice will come over the music.
I actually have to turn it down, otherwise it gets going on everything. Which song is it? I'm so sorry.
What are you saying? What is the song I'm playing in the background?
Yeah, because I had to turn it down, otherwise
right. Because you can't hear the stream. That's right. See, we're still working out all the kinks. Just never forget this moment, which is a Woren song.
Oh, it's a terrible song.
Well, I know I picked it because it's the worst one.
It's so bad. I'm just kidding.
No, it's one of the worst songs I've ever heard, actually. So
Dan's gonna yell at me because I'm degrading myself when I do it all the time. I can't help.
No, that's part of the fun, right? No, I do the same thing, right? It's like we both pick songs that we're like, oh, that's terrible. Why would you do that?
No, I know. You know what it is? I just something about making fun of myself has just always been like a big part of who I am.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, not saying for sure like like you should do that, but I do the same thing too.
Yeah, I can't help
it. It's a humor style. It's something that I don't know. I think it's funny. So.
Yeah, same here. I've done it my whole life. Like, I just can't help it. Like, anything I do, everyone will be like, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, just me, not doing great always.
Right. So, anything you want to talk about in terms of what you're working on musically?
There we go. Dan's joining in. Pardon me? I'm sorry.
No, anything that you want to talk about that you're doing musically coming up? You're always... I'm envious of you because I'm the kind of person that, like, is like, okay, I'm going to work on this project, and I just sit down... And I'm like, going over it for like 8 months and this kind of stuff. And meanwhile, you're sending me tracks all the time that it's just like banger after banger. And you're like, I don't know, this is okay. And I'm like, dude, I would love to be able to make this.
You know what? I think it's kind of a curse, man. Honestly, because for like, we've talked about this before. I'm very envious of the fact that you can just be like, hey, I thought of this, and now I put together this whole song in my head, and now I'm gonna just make it happen. And like, I can't do that. Like, I can't do that to save my life. For me, I sit down, and everything is just on the spot, improv, and then whatever comes out is what comes out. And then if I don't write it, if I don't like finish like the core concept or the base of the song, like I'm like within like the first day or like even hour, like it's usually the first like hour or two, then I never finish the track.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so everything you hear is like I've everything you've ever heard from me is like something I've made. At least the core concept of it was made within like an hour or two.
Right. Yeah, my curse is that I have ideas, right? Like you were talking about, where I kind of have written this whole thing. And I have this giant master file in Pro Tools with a ton of tracks that are just like duplicates of a generic instrument, muted and unmuted. And what I do is there is a like the skeleton of the track written out, and there's just like a generic drum beat that I just change the tempo to, and then I write in the skeleton track what the BPM is, and then when I'm ready to go further on it, I will duplicate that file, remove everything else, and just start with that as a track. So I do have this huge bass thing of like 10 or 11 songs that hopefully I'm going to be turning into my next album. And some of them are more worked on.
Which I think is awesome though. Like I said though, because I find that so intriguing, because like I don't think I've ever been sitting around somewhere and been like, oh, holy crap, I just came up with this like idea for a song or whatever, and I got to go knock it out. Like, I've never been able to do that. Like, for me, it's always been like last second, little fixes, and everything has to be done like in the moment. It's so weird. Like, but I think that's what the interesting thing about the two of us, when we do like work on music together, or when we're fixing stuff up or whatever, it's like just interesting how we both approach it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I always think it's interesting to see what people's workflows are, because everyone is different. Everyone does stuff differently.
Yeah. Real quick before I forget or anything, I wanted to give a shout out to LDV for hopping in, Temp for being here, Craig, Dan. Am I missing anybody right now? I swear I seen like a bunch of people in here. I might have just nailed it. Sam was in here, I believe.
Yeah,
Sam
still might be listening.
Yep, that Sam guy. Love him.
Right. I mean, if he was a good friend, of course. There's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he's decent.
There's
you know
nothing going on today that would prevent people from hanging out, right? Especially with people who have families.
Yeah, and taking the time to hang out with us on Christmas Eve is in the morning on top of anything is pretty great.
Yeah, no, I'm joking like with you as always, but I do appreciate everyone being here with everything that is going on. And big thanks to Craig Packman helping us out in the future down in Australia there. I'm glad he can let us know that so
he's
far
securing Christmas
is
for
going
us.
right. He's securing Christmas. Yeah, because Australia, in that area has to be Santa's first stop. So I appreciate, Craig making sure that happens.
Yeah, make sure you put that jolly bastard in line.
Right. Oh, you're on the naughty list now. I see some coal in your features.
I'm always on the naughty list. That's okay.
I guess that's a standard staple, right?
I am the naughty list.
Right, you are. It's called the Dominic list, isn't it? I knew it. I'd seen that name somewhere before, and now it all makes sense.
He looks at it and just starts sweating.
Right, just starts sweating. Right, you are the bar that everyone's judged to, right? It's like, well, not as bad as Dominic, so good list this year.
1 to Dominic, how good were you?
1 to Dominic. Oh man! All right, we got a lot more stuff to go.
Yeah.
And this next block I've had.
He says it's safe, guys.
Right. Yeah. Greg's giving us an update. It's safe. This next block is some older stuff from RetroSynth. And so we will be back after, let's see, about 15 minutes it looks like.
In a flash.
In a very slow flash. All right. Talk to everyone soon.
I'm the slow flash.
You're the slow flash?
Yeah, if I was going to be any superhero, it'd be the slow flash.
You move slower than normal time, right? That's the thing, right?
Yeah, they're like, he hasn't even moved. And it's like...
But you've been walking for like 3 hours, but it looks like you haven't moved at all. I got it.
Right. Yeah, it's like, it'd be like, I'll get there, don't worry.
Oh, man. All right. I will see everyone after this next block.
On our walls, the Pepsi generation thought we'd seen it all. Brightly lit future with flying cars, and we'd all be superstars. Energy is endlessly entertaining us violently. Commercials play on TV, and nothing was ever free. Time flies so fast in an instant flash. I could drive all night going anywhere. Life moves so fast in an instant flash. I could fly all night going We were young, we were full of it. We had it down and stayed silent. But words hard, we were self-aware. Made mistakes that land us anywhere. coded phones and tape machines. You could do anything if you just believe. Commercials play on TV, and nothing was ever free. Time flies so fast in an instant flash. I could drive all night, going anywhere. Life moves so fast in an instant flash. I could fly all night, going everywhere. Time flies so fast in an instant flash. I could drive all night, going anywhere. Life moves so fast in an instant flash. I could fly all night, going everywhere. Was the kid everyone would tease. He wore old clothes and fake Nikes. He liked computers and Atari games. Wanted friends but kids can't be mean. He played the keyboard, loved the music scene. Formed a band that we pay to see. It's funny how people see all the rock stars on MTV. Time flies so fast in an instant flash. I could drive all night, going anywhere. Life moves so fast in an
I was not ready for that song to end. And we're back. You with me, Dom?
Never.
Okay, that's our running joke now.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna. One of these days, I'm just not gonna be here. I'm gonna leave you hanging for like a good 10 seconds.
Right. You can feel the sweat drip down without
You're
my,
like,
without
where
my
did he
partner
go?
here.
Where is he?
Oh man, how?
No, I was
Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was gonna say I was looking at jalapeno popper recipes because I just to make sure I had the right thing in my head going.
See, man,
Because
you seem like a really good chef. I know you said you like cooking and stuff like that, but every time we talk about food and stuff, you're describing all this stuff, and I'm just like, man, I am very envious of you.
yeah, I love to cook, man, and it's one of my favorite things to do. And I grew up my whole dad's side of the family is from Italy, and my nonna, my grandma, she used to teach me how to cook all the time. And then my Zialina, which is my aunt. Zia means aunt, and Zio means uncle. But my Zialina used to teach me as well. So it's like I spent a lot of time doing that. And then my mom's side is all from Ireland, Dublin. And so my mom cooked a lot as well. And then she taught me a lot of different recipes. So, I mean, I've been cooking, like, I don't know. I think I've been cooking for myself since I was 12.
Wow. See, we have very different backgrounds. You know, my parents both like food. Like, they grew up with parents that were from England, or at least their grandparents were from England, and then they came over to Canada, and they grew up with that very kind of English cooking, diet, which, as you know, is not necessarily full of spices and exotic flavors and everything like that. So that's how I grew up.
Very soft foods.
Very bland, very, like, and so,
soft.
Right, very soft, right. So, whoops.
What'd you do?
Sorry, my cat just came downstairs screaming and meowing, trying to get into the studio back here. And I was like, uh-oh, I better close the door, or else we're going to have a third co-host in a moment. Now she's just staring at me with an angry face outside the door. Anyways, though, so yeah, it's never been that type of thing for me, at least growing up, where like I experienced all the kind of stuff. So when you are describing stuff, I'm like, oh man, it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I mean, every year we all do side dishes, like my siblings and I, and we go to my brother Matt's house, and we used to do a competition, but then we found out that it gets just a little too competitive. So we we stopped doing the competition. Everybody just brings something now. And then Craig, yes, very much so, cannolis, and that reminds me I have to pick those up for tomorrow. I have to pick them up today. So I have cannolis tomorrow.
Yeah, we would like if we were getting like extra, serious about cooking or whatever, we would do stuff like, you make like a pot roast in a big cast iron pot, and you'd put like beef broth in it, and that's it. For it to sit on, and then you put it in the oven. So
hey, whatever, man.
Hey, man.
As long as it tastes good. I don't think everything needs to be seasoned to shit.
Right.
I mean, I'm to heck. I mean, sorry. And I don't think everything needs to be seasoned. Yeah, I know, right? I apologize. So I don't think everything needs to be seasoned overly so, but I do think that I mean, keeping it simple really is most of the time the key.
Yeah.
Is the way to keep it simple, because otherwise you're just overcomplicating flavors and stuff.
Sure. Yeah, I totally get that. Oh man. Oh yeah, Dan's Italian as well. It just came up in the chat. I forgot that. Where he's got Italian family.
Is Dan? I was gonna say I think his wife's Italian. I think Dan. What exactly
some Italian connection though. This has come up before with you guys. I remember.
Yeah, I mean, I usually do the dirty joke with my wife every time she talks about not being Italian.
Right. Don't say it on the stream.
Nope, I won't. I'll leave it there.
All right, so next up, I got another Friends of RetroSynth block, starting out with some temporal waves. Anything you want to add in before we go? I
love temp. Yep. I'm going to put that up there. I love temp.
He was in the chat earlier. Not sure if he's still in the chat, but
he could be working on one of his 13 meals of the day.
Right. He loves that joke.
I know he does. It never gets old.
Right.
I think for a little while he thought I was being serious, but like literally every time I would message this guy, he'd be like, well, I'm about to eat. I'm like, how many times do you eat a day, bro?
That's because you're always messaging him at like dinner time.
Exactly. Dinner, lunch, or breakfast.
Right.
I always message him like apparently right when he's about to eat. It's hilarious.
Right. All right. So starting off the next block, we are going to first hear Cyclotron by Temporal Waves.
Yes.
Very good job sending out the summons. I don't know where or how you did that, Dominic, but it is such a pleasure to see Pashang and Heartbeat Hero come in the show, as well as everyone else.
Yeah, I just sent it out on Instagram real quick. I figured, why not? I sent it to the RetroSynth and the Synth Fam chat.
Oh, gotcha. Just put it out into the ether.
Yeah, it said join or perish.
Or perish. Yeah, somebody we forgot, Robert Montoya was on for a little bit, right when I first started. So we were talking about people on the show, and he was here right in the beginning as well, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and he's got a new track out. I don't have it in the list for today, but I should include that for next week, because it is a really good track.
Agreed. Yeah, we should. Next week's show, I was hoping to try to do something that I thought would be fun. It was actually a suggestion by our friend Luca.
Which is? Or do you not want to say it on the air?
Well, no, I was going to say what we're going to try to do in the future, and I figured is next week. I was going to try to do something different, which is while we're doing the show and everything's playing and everything, I was going to try to just take that time to make a track, or what I can make within the time limit, and then at the end of the show I got to show everyone what I made.
So like the challenge of, can you make a track while also hosting and doing the show in between?
Yes. And then the idea also in the future is to have, the idea in the future is to have guests on that we have, and then I will challenge them to compare.
Right.
So like we'll both do one, and then at the end of the show we got to play both.
Oh, gotcha. So we'd have to establish like the person to beat. And I mean, I know a few producers in the community where like, I have a feeling they'll be able to knock out more than one during the show because they just have that ability. Sure. But I don't know, man. You have that ability. I would be horrible at this, I think. But we'll see, I guess.
Well, one day I'm going to challenge you. So
that will be the day that you are unfortunately fired from the show in a tragic incident that will be a mystery to everyone.
Right.
I don't know. He just quit on his own.
Yeah, it's so funny. I don't think you could actually do that and host, the radio show as well. Like, I don't know if you could, because I mean, I have the ability because I don't have anything to do except show up and then talk to you.
Right. Yeah, there is so much shenanigans going on behind the scenes. I sent Dan earlier a screenshot of my 2 monitors of this insane setup. It seems to work, but this is the most inefficient backwards setup I think anyone's ever used for a live stream.
I think that's kind of indicative of the two of us anyways, though, because it's like, what is the most convoluted way we could possibly do something?
Like, here's the easy way to do it. Yeah, but how can we make this more difficult? I really think we're missing the point.
Yeah, how can we do this? Like, how can we make this more difficult for the, on our, and taxing on our computers?
Right. I love that. That's perfect. Oh, man.
Shout out to, once again, to Heartbeat Hero and Pashang. Everybody, thanks for coming out. We appreciate it.
Yeah, that's super cool. I always appreciate when people show up. Obviously, like anybody when they show up, I love when new people come in, especially when people that are living on the other side of the world, right? Where it's like 1 a.m, like it must be now for Craig and other people. So
yeah, but Pashang never sleeps. Let's put this out there right now. Pashang does not sleep. He's actually part cyborg.
I knew it.
He's cyborg, and he just doesn't sleep. He his power down function broke, unfortunately, a long time ago.
I've heard that, but I thought that was just a rumor.
Oh. Also, shout out to the game night as well. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to forget it.
Oh yeah, this is why I had asked Dom if he could help me remember to shout people out. I didn't realize how complicated it is to run a show. So big props to Dan from RetroSynth on that. He does it seamlessly. Like when he's on.
Old's here.
Old's here as well. Yeah, when Dan is running a show and all this stuff going on in the background, it gave me this illusion like this was easy peasy. So I now have higher respect for him and everything he does, because there's quite a lot going on, especially if you're not, stuff pops up and breaks and does all sorts of stuff.
Oh yeah. You got to do damage control on the fly.
Right. So, yeah, great to see Old. As always, he's an excellent producer. I'm glad he's here.
Excellent. Yes, he's the one person I'm worried about challenging.
Oh yeah, no, he will produce you.
He's
going to
be like, well, I produced 5 tracks. He's like, I produced 5 tracks while we were talking. I'm like, wait, what?
He'll have an anthology created, right? Like a 6-disc anthology. That will be, and the thing is, it will be amazing. Every track will be incredible.
Yeah, they're always good. It drives me. Literally, he's the only person I know. Him and I have talked about this at length, actually. But he's the only other person I know who has almost the exact same process as I do when it comes to writing.
Interesting.
It's almost identical. We're like twins on the other side of a planet for each other.
Yeah, I could see you guys being the head-to-head challenge. Oh, he says he's up for it. I always forget there's a delay, but okay. Well,
yeah, it's okay.
We need 6 months of talking bad about each other, like a boxing thing. You know what I mean? And playing in songs where both sides. I can't do that about him. Yeah, but both sides talk horribly about the other side and everything.
I'm pretty good with trash talk, and I don't know if I could trash talk Old even for fun because we're just so nice to each other. It's kind of it would be difficult.
Yeah, keep your enemies closer. That don't tell him though.
That's right. There's
no way he'll hear that. So,
never.
All right, this next block I've got coming up has 4 tracks in it, and then we've got one more kind of time with you and I, and then we're going to end after that with got 3 Christmas songs to send us off with. But but let's move on to the next song featuring our very own Dream Pocket, an older song of his, but definitely one of my favorites. So I will talk to you after this block. And we're back. Dom, are you with me? I'm going to say this every time now. Oh my God, he's not there. Oh, you got me.
Every time.
So I have a surprise special guest for a second here that I didn't even tell you about, Dominic, that has a quick message for the show and everyone in the chat. 1 second.
Bring it.
Hi, Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Yes, that is my daughter and future star, hopefully, doing some music with me. Wanted to say Merry Christmas to everyone.
That's excellent, man. I love that stuff.
So you said you had to, you said you wanted to, there's a story behind Blinders, right?
Yeah, so the funny thing about Blinders is I wrote it literally last year, right around the same time. I'd say it was definitely Christmas vacation for the kids. And everybody in the house was very sick.
Yeah.
And including myself, I was the last one. And I had been taking care of everybody because, as everybody knows, I'm a stay-at-home parent.
Right.
And I take care of the kids and everybody. And I had been so sick, and I guess at this point, it was about 3 or 4 a.m., and I had not ate or drank anything in probably about 2 days. And in this weird, like, fever-pitched moment or time, I made Blinders, and I did not remember making this track, by the way.
Wow.
I literally came back to my DAW the next day, because mind you, I almost put myself in the hospital because I was so sick and everything.
That's terrible.
And yeah, but I made this crazy good track called Blinders, and the reason why I named it Blinders is because I was so blind to my own health and taking care of myself at the time. But it was just, like I said, it was just odd to come back the next day and then to listen to this track and be like, I made this?
Yo, I think it was
like, I did not.
I think it was a little bit after Christmas, wasn't it? Because I remember when we first met and started talking, you know, we were like, hey, what's up? How are you? Blah, blah, blah. Then, like, the second time we ever talked, you're like, bro, I was in the hospital because I, like, didn't drink water or something. And I was like, what?
No, it was, I know it was during Christmas vacation, or maybe it was somewhere around there. I know that. It was.
Maybe that's when we met, though. I don't know. Maybe it was earlier than I thought.
Well, because I was doing the math yesterday. I didn't start going under the name Woren until last January.
Okay.
And I had written Blinders just before you and I had met, actually.
Interesting.
I believe. Yeah. Because at the time, because I was just putting together Woren and everything. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm missing the timeline wrong. I'd have to go back and look.
The early stuff is a blur for some reason. You know, when you just kind of meet people, you're not like keeping notes on every aspect of the relationship, right? You just are kind of hanging out or whatever. So I remember it was cold, so maybe we could just go with that. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter.
It was last
way,
year.
But
yeah, either way, I just remember it was last year, and I remember the kids being home, and then me being just not feeling well, and it was. But I mean, I distinctly remember having to go upstairs that morning and then being like, I need to eat and drink something or I'm gonna end up in the hospital. Right. And then I think I forget exactly what I made. I think I made myself like eggs and sausage or something like that, and then like this big tall glass of water.
That's so funny. See, this is the difference between us. If it was me, I'd be like, bread? Should I just eat bread? You know, and you're like, I made a gourmet meal for myself. Just, you know, half ill, half out of it. That's why you're great, man.
Oh, hey, Midnight Hi-Fi joined us. Hello, welcome.
Oh, that's great. Oh, I'm glad he's here. Yeah, Midnight Hi-Fi played your track a little bit earlier in the show. Thank you so much for showing up again.
Yeah, it was a very interesting time. I think specifically last year, because last year was like my first year back into full-time making music. Yeah. In like over 8 years at that point. And it has been just like a font of endless inspiration, it feels like, for over a year now. I've been just going to town.
Yeah, it's funny. I won't go into detail on this story now, maybe for another time, but how we met is crazy if you think about it. And
it is.
The short version is on another show that I used to, hang out on a lot. I randomly heard this song from Dominic that I really liked. It was, do you remember, which one was it? Was it Solace, do you think?
It was, I think he played Glow.
And anyways, so this show had like none of this electronic music on it like I like, and like I was kind of the standout of that genre in the show. Like my stuff would come on and be like, oh, this sounds like the 80s or something. And then I heard Dominic's and I was like, who is this person? And then we met through that, but that's a longer story for another day. But that feels to me, and this is a sign of being good friends, I guess, that feels like that was 10 years ago to me at this point.
Doesn't it?
Like,
it does feel like it was so long.
I can't believe it hasn't been a year.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that it's been less than a year that we've all known. Like I've since we started doing like hopping on like with like Dan's show and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it was like not even a year ago.
Yeah, it's not even a year, and it
not even a year yet,
and it feels like forever. Every minute with you feels like an hour.
That it should feel that way. I hope that everybody feels.
I mean that in the best way, of course.
No. You can mean that you could not mean that in the best way, and that's totally fine.
You're like, I'm honest with myself. No. But it is true though that it does feel like a long, but in a good way, in a really good way.
Yeah. Old road. Woren is talking. We might never get to leave.
That's true. Yeah, Old's trying to leave. I think,
Dan.
but he doesn't want to
say Dan again. Dan. Do I say Dan funny, Tim?
You do kind of have it's almost like a Y in it. Dan. I gotta hang out with Dan. Gotta hang out with Dan. He says Deanne.
Dan.
Oh man. I don't know. I feel like sometimes with you when we're talking, I kind of get the Seth Rogen laugh going a little bit. Like I don't know why I do.
Yeah. It's okay.
No. I know you hold.
People always say I sound like Seth Rogen, so it's actually comforting to know that my laugh doesn't sound like that.
Oh yeah, I mean like that. If your laugh sounded like him, I think that'd be a little grating after a while. But Oh man,
yeah, but yeah, dude, it's been a wild ride, man. For less than a year, I've been back to about a year now. I've been making music again, and like it's been wild, man. I'm really glad that I got to meet everybody I got to meet though, and
yeah, me too.
I've met some very, very, very cool people along the way, and
yeah, and everybody who's in the chat right now is somebody that I feel really grateful to have met. So
for sure, I mean, exactly.
Everybody that's in here, I know to some degree, and I don't know. I know this isn't the New Year's show or something, but like I do feel very lucky, very grateful.
We do have the New Year's show next year, though, right? I mean, next week, right?
Yeah, I guess it would be. So we'll just have to talk. We'll have to make sure Old is here, but only when he has to leave. And then you have to go on this like 2-hour speech about how much he's helped you, so he can't leave. You know,
right,
but he's just dying because it's like the middle of the night or whatever.
Right? Yeah. Just don't let him.
Right, don't let Old leave. That is the theme
Cole's
of
here.
the next show. Oh, what's up, Cole? I'm glad he's here. People pop in for the end.
Just every time he's like, hey, I gotta go, be like, man, Old he was there for me during a really dark time in my life. Just start making up stories.
Just make up, go back on Discord and find the day you met and tell some fake huge story about he like talked you off a ledge, essentially.
Yeah, always. Every day he talks me off a ledge.
Right. And then when he goes back and looks at it, the conversation is like, hey, man, what's up? Nice music. Oh, thanks. You too.
He's like,
and
that's it. Right. Like when we first met, I remember he gave me, the greatest advice I've ever had.
Right.
And then just leave it at that.
Just leave it. Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah, the Bobby Everything submission show. Yep. I remember that.
Oh, yeah. Yep. A lot of rap music on that, and it was like a lot of rap music, and then memory design, and then a lot of rap music, and then Woren,
and then then you get like a random like folk song.
Right. Yeah, interesting show. So I have 3 tracks left only. So after we're done talking, this is it for the show, and everybody is free to move on with their day.
if this is the final time we're talking for the show, I want to say I really, really hope everybody has a great Christmas and be safe, drive safe, be kind to the people around you, and just try to, exude love, I guess, in a way. Really try to enjoy it this year if you can.
Yeah, that's very good words. And I will say something, with the same sentiment, whether you're celebrating Hanukkah, Christmas, or nothing at all, or Festivus, or, some winter solstice event or whatnot, whatever you do, make sure you be safe, help each other out, be kind. And like everyone has been to us in this chat today, just try to be a cool person. That is, I think, the ultimate life advice.
Yeah, or if you're doing your cool cult sacrifice, something like that.
Yeah, just make sure you do it with a smile on your face. That is the way to go forward. Sam is asking, is this the end? This is the end of us talking endlessly, but there are 3 songs left, 3 holiday songs to send us off.
And one of them might be special.
Yeah, one of them might be special and confusing. So
yes,
you'll have to stay till the very end for that enjoyment to occur.
Disappointment, in disenjoyment.
Right, disenjoyment. I'll put that down in our lexicon as words to use and annoy everyone.
Perfect.
In the
Disenjoyment.
future.
The disenjoyment hour.
Right. I really disenjoyed that song. So.
Right.
All right. Actually, the first one up in this next block is something that I asked Maya if I could play, and she said absolutely. She would love to have it on the show. Yeah. She just said no, please.
But we're doing it anyway.
We're doing it anyways. Right. No, she is amazing. So, Dominic, I hope you have a great New Year's Eve and Christmas. Christmas Eve and Christmas. And
you too, brother. I love you, dude.
Love you too, man. All right, going forward, I appreciate everyone being here, and we'll see everyone next week.
tingle at the thought of you. I love the little dimple in your smile. The bells are now ringing.